how did all of this come together?
Well, it was a matter that my brother and I both collected trains. He started first, and he mentioned at the time that, they're fairly cheap gifts people could give you always. And I got interested in them too, for the same reason. And they used to be fairly inexpensive. Uh, and I had a huge collection. He had a huge collection. We had a deal between each other. Whoever passed away first, the others would inherit their trains. And so he passed away a few years ago, and I inherited the trains, his as well as mine.
I mean, there's probably even no way to know, but how many trains do you think is in this house?
Uh, Maybe 100, 200.
Wow.
I mean, I have boxes I haven't opened yet.
And what inspired you to open up a museum with the trains?
Well, we had the trains. We didn't know, my wife and I didn't know exactly what we wanted to do with this house. We bought it for another purpose, but we had so many trains. We said, and she actually suggested it. Well, why don't we put your trains in there? And I think she's regretted it ever since, but she's been a real great sport about it all and has been a tremendous help with all this. We had nothing else to do with the house and property that we bought, so this seemed like a good idea at the time, and still is. And we like the idea that it's going to be an educational facility. I want to teach kids about how locomotives, how engines first created, steam engines, and then the evolution of them into what we've got now, like in Japan with high-speed trains. Even though passenger service in the United States is not like it used to be, it is in other countries, freight is still a major thing. And the fact that these trains came, locomotions came to our country, that's what sold the West. That's what allowed people to get to California, to get goods back and forth to California and live in the prairie and get the orders from Sears catalog, whatever the case may be. So, the railroad was really responsible for settling this entire country.
And I mean, kind of speaking to that, obviously we're here in Cherokee County, like it couldn't be better. Could you talk a little bit about that history?
Well, Cherokee County, of course, we had the Texas State Railroad. It was built in about 1913 to get iron ore from the prison penitentiary at that time in Rusk. And also to take all the tomatoes from Jacksonville area and from here to a market. And in the 1970s, it was resurrected, per se, as the Texas State Railroad, originally run by the state of Texas. It's since now been leased out to private operators, but we still have freight here that goes from the Maydelle area into Palestine and Palestine on elsewhere. But then we have the Texas State Railroad passenger rail service, the excursion train that's packed every weekend. And it's a lot of fun, too. It's pretty right.
And what is your favorite thing to show? I guess I know we talked a lot about kids coming here. What is your favorite thing to show kids about the trains?
Well, like I say, I like to show them the history of the trains. I like to show them the incredible engineering that went on in the 1800s. They didn't have computers. They didn't have cell phones. I showed you a moment ago the original telegraph from the 1800s. That was original cell phone, I guess you could say. Everything that has evolved to the point where we are now, the high-speed trains, the cell phones, the social media, everything that's evolved in the last almost 200 years has been just phenomenal. And people, I think, need to know, especially kids, need to know the histories and where they came from. So that's what all this is about.
I was about to say, it seems like it all stems from trains.
It does.
And obviously talking a little bit about your brother, because, it's dedicated to him. Could you just speak to that a little bit?
Oh, my brother, he was an incredible person. Very, very faithful. He and his wife never married. Excuse me. Two. He and his wife never had children. So that allowed him to have a lot of hobbies, a lot of free time. And he was just a down-to-earth type guy, just a nice guy. Helped me a lot. He was almost a father figure to me for a long time. So, I looked up to him a lot. So his passing was difficult, but at the same time, we can rejoice that he knew where he was going, and we got all the trains.
This is almost a way for him to live on entirely.
Well, that's why we do it in his memory. His wife, they were married for 53 years. She's more of a sister to me than a sister-in-law. Like I say, through her generosity, she's helped us out a lot with utilities and things like that. Because because everything right now is coming out of our pocket, and then from buying the house to the lawn people we have every couple of weeks. Yeah, and it's a help. And so, you know, it is a way for his memory to continue on, and for her to honor his memory as well. And so I'm pleased about that.
And then obviously you guys have a lot to look at, including trains going through walls. I mean, what can people expect when they come here?
Oh my gosh. One of the things I'm working on right now, the newest layout, will actually have a real waterfall in it with real water cascading down. Uh, It'll be going through mountains, through the tunnels of the mountain. It's going to be having a scene with people on the beach and boats in the water. Uh, that particular layout now will also go through the wall to another bedroom, circle back, and come back around through the mountain. Um, Other than that, we have all the scales represented. We have the traditional old gauge, which is Lionel, that sort of thing. We have the HO, which I think most people do. HO stands for half O. I've also got N gauge, and for those who are really in the know, I've got the Z gauge. The Z gauge are the tiniest ones, about the size of my thumb, and all working models. And as I mentioned, we have a bunch of the G scale, which will eventually go outside in the yard. And God willing, she'll let you buy a real, I want to buy a zoo train.
And I feel like we talked about this, but obviously you guys are doing this by yourselves and what are you involved in? How old are you? I mean, how much work are you guys pouring into this thing?
Okay, I'm 76, and next month I'll be 77. Penny turns 80 in 2 weeks. I'm involved with the Rotary Club for us. She and I run the newspaper together, Cherokee and Herald, which is the oldest in Texas. And of course, my involvement with Cherokee County Crime Stoppers and whatever but volunteer things. She's real busy in the East Texas Timber Mineral Society and the library, Friends of the Library. So we stay busy. Not, I really only have Saturdays to work on this.
So this is just truly a passion to help educate the community.
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, everything's coming out of our pocket. We're not going to charge anything. We do donations, but I'm not asking anybody for anything. So we just want them to enjoy. We want the kids to learn. We want the parents to come in and see all the things. A lot of things that parents will come out and see will be nostalgic to them as well.
And if people do want to come out here, when can they come out?
We're open by appointment if they call me, or I'm open on Sundays now after church, usually from 1 to 4, 1 to 5. But like I say, this is Ruskin, Cherokee County, right? I'm 10 minutes away anywhere. So I always suggest that they can call me. Can I give you a phone number? 903-795-3349, 795-3349, or we're on the web at thetrainhousemuseum.com.
And then my last question is, what do you hope for the future of the Train House Museum?
We've thought about that, and I've thought about that. I really haven't come up with anything. I would like to develop more, but outside. And anybody who does my role will always tell you it's never finished and never would be finished. And she's already gotten mad at me because she's done a layout for me, and I tore it up. I tore it out 2 days later, started over. I just hope to live on for a while. At some point we may retire. Honest. At some point we might retire and just be able to enjoy this and share it with the community. The whole thing is to share it with the community. It's our gift to it.